NFL owners are going to meet and vote next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, on whether or not to allow NFL players to participate in flag football at the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. ESPN has an article of what the letter looks like that was sent out to all the owners of different things that they are going to vote on, and the parameters around if they do allow players to participate. It seems like they've thought of everything. It's a limit of one player per NFL team to each national team participating, permission for any player under NFL contract to participate in tryouts. They have thought of a salary cap credit for any player who is injured. They've thought of the scheduling. It may interfere with the beginning of training camp, but it won't interfere with anything else. But it just seems like to me, and Wiggy, I'll be interested to know how you feel, because I see people saying player safety. NFL only talks about player safety. If a player wants to participate and try out for an Olympic team, a flag football team, it really falls on them. If owners are okay with putting their money on the line, the money that they invest in these players, and then they sign off on it, if a player wants to do this, they should have the right to be able to. Because if you look at the Four Nations or other sports and the way in which they let players do it,
right,
the kid-like energy that is brought back for these professional athletes for a sport that they love but now play professionally, I think is valid for them.
Yeah, but from the fan perspective, yes. From the owner perspective, like, you would need to ask Charlie Jacobs how he feels about allowing Charlie McAvoy to participate in Four Nations. Probably not so good.
Yeah.
Who was Curtis or Wiggy? Who was the Patriots player? Was it
Robert Edwards?
Robert Edwards.
Yeah,
my former Georgia teammate
in the beach flag football game at the Pro Bowl was career-ending injury.
Yeah, he was trying to play sports without shoes on. Greg, you know how that is.
The owners, they don't like it in hockey. They probably don't like it in the NBA when those guys go play in the Olympics. They owners would not like it here. I would be willing to bet that some of these teams would put that into contracts, or maybe the language is already in the contract that if you get hurt doing something that's not NFL agreed on, or however you word it, that you would not get your salary.
But that's what I'm saying. It seems like the parameters that are being put in place already have thought about that. There's a purchase of league-wise insurance policy to provide injury protection for any players. So I'm just saying, if the owners sign off on it, I think this is great for the sport. And I think that in a time where there are a lot of parents, I talk to all of my friends who have had children, and I always ask the question, will you allow them to play football? And